Just 18 points in that third quarter when Denver made their push. What did you see different about that stretch of the game from the rest of the contest?
Well, I think it started at the end of the second, at the end of the first half. And so them going on that 22-11 run, whatever it was, it was shit. I mean, it's tough. The championship team is not going to beat themselves too often. They may start off a little slow, miss some shots here, there, turn the ball over every now and again, but you can't beat yourself. You know, we got to step up. And the one most glaring thing is those guys getting, 15 offensive rebounds?
Yeah,
for 18 points. So you can't allow them to get multiple possessions. Got to try as hard as you can as a group to gang rebound and hold them to one possession. They got guys that see the ball go in once, it's going to go in twice. And obviously Murray, he's out there by himself. He's a handful. When you're out there with Jokic, they're a handful together. Jokic's going to try to make every play, not try. Every smart basketball play, known to mankind. So we just have to be more disciplined, more perfect.
Rotation shift, just LeBron playing the whole first and third, AD coming out. What was the thinking behind that, and how did you think it played out?
Just him being competitive and wanting to stay. And I wish I could play him the whole entire game. So we're on the same page in that regard. You try to give him a rest when you can, but it's money time. I feel him wholeheartedly. So we just have to be smart with our 9 game days. But this is a time. This is why you load manage. This is a time where you need to push him. You have to push him.
D'Lo went 6 for 20 tonight, and obviously there's the narrative of his struggles against Denver going back to last season. What did you see from him offensively, and what gave you the confidence to stick with him?
D'Lo is a huge reason why we're here in the first place. I'm not going to bail out on my player just because he's missing the shots that he normally makes. Those same shots were going in against New Orleans and other teams that he's played in, games he's played in to help us get to this point. So, it wasn't his night. Shooters are going to have nights like that. But I want him to remain aggressive. That was a good thing I saw. He remained aggressive. His energy remained great. He remained positive. And, we'll go back and try to get better from the film and try to have a better performance game too.
You guys need to be more perfect moving forwards. I mean, perfection in this game is hard to attain, but how close to it does it feel like you guys need to be against Denver?
Again, it's just the offensive rebound, us being a better defensive rebounding team. And then we had some possessions that got away from us in terms of turnovers. The 6 turnovers, 6 points at halftime, another 6 in the second half that they got 8 points off of. Just those little small things like that. Against a team like this, they kill you. And so, but the biggest thing, they got active, athletic bodies. Joker takes a shot. Anybody takes a shot from the perimeter, they got guys that's diving in there trying to tap out, get extra possessions. So we have to be, when a shot goes up, we just can't turn and look. We got to get active. It's another part to that, another element to that. That's why we call it multiple efforts. Just everybody being engaged, no leak outs. In order to have a fast break, you got to have the ball anyway. So everybody should have the nose for the ball. When they shoot it, they miss. Everybody's trying to track down the ball, and then we can start our running habits and our pace to transition.
Out of them,
there
was confidence that you guys had in some of the things that you did in Game 1 last year in the conference finals against them. Did you see enough of the good stuff tonight to feel good about kind of the path forward?
Yeah. I truly believe it's still going to be a hard-fought series. We don't want to make everybody's going to lose their mind over one game, and give them their credit, they held served at home. They're a tough home team, tough to beat in general, but they're really good at home. So it's a matter of going back to the drawing board. We did a lot of good things out there tonight. Just that one glaring element of rebounding that we got to clean up and try to figure out.
After a strong start, LeBron just had 6 shots in the second half. How much was that dictated by, I guess, adjustments from Denver's defense, and do you feel like there was anything you guys could have done more to get him?
Well, I have to go back and look at the tape and see why that was. Again, he's a guy that tries to play the right way, and so other guys, may have had opportunities, but once I go back and look at the film, I'll be able to give you a direct answer.
end of the second quarter, into the third quarter momentum. And I know you've got to look at the tape, but what is it about their three-point shooting in that point defensively for you? Do you feel you need to change, or what in that window specifically?
Just having a next play mentality. You know, if we thought we got fouled or some bad turnover, we had a turnover near half court in the first half. Bron chases down, KCP blocks the shot. The ball bounces, and when Bron ran down, we had a couple guys that started jogging. And things like that we got to clean up. We can't do. Again, their defense will fuel their offense. We miss a shot, an open shot, or a point-blank shot, we got to have a short memory. And even if we make the shot, we got to have a short memory and be ready to move on to the next possession. Next play mentality, we've been saying it all year, especially since we've been turning this thing around the last third of the season. So it's never been more important than right now in this moment playing this team.
To that, you talked about it's one game and holding serve. Do you mentally, emotionally need to get into your players' ears about it's only 1-0 and not anything from the past?
Totally. We're in the moment. Like whatever happened last year, early in the regular season, whatever, we have to be in the moment. We have to have a focus to be in the moment and to see how we can be better going forward. Again, we did a lot of good things out there tonight, and we just got to go correct the things that we didn't do so well.
Darvin, obviously, Jokic is a load, one of the toughest defensive matchups in the league. According to our numbers, Rui, as a primary defender, he shot 8 for 9. What'd you make of that matchup, even removing the stat? And is there something else in your defensive playbook that you'll have to go to for game 2?
We have a couple of different things in that playbook. Again, we're going to go investigate the film, and we wanted Rui to be active and energetic and, try to use his athleticism to deny opportunities. And just face it, some of those, you go back and look what type of shots those were that allowed him to go 8 for 9. I'm sure a bunch of them were contested. They weren't open. Kid's a hell of a player. Like, you're going to play great defense, and he's still going to score. I see it every day when teams try to stop LeBron. And so, or AD for that matter. And you just, again, just continuously fighting the fight. And yeah, if we have to go to something else adjustment-wise, we do have a couple of more things that we can throw at them. So we're comfortable where we're at. We lost. Always don't, you want to try to start the series off in a good way, but give them credit. They did what they needed to do. Now we have to go back, regroup, and try to do what we need to do.